I'm locked in with your manager. My son took a lot of shit. Come on, guys. Somebody got hurt. You know what I'm saying? I have respect for people that got hurt.
So Rampage Jackson's son, 25 years old, professional MMA fighter, seems to get called a lot. I'll tell you right now, he's great at MMA fighting, terrible at professional wrestling.
Yes.
One of the worst professional wrestlers I've ever seen. Just, I'd say, went a little too hard.
He sells it.
What's your name? I'm a husband. For real? You know him? You know Roger? How you know Roger? That nigga just started streaming. And they started streaming. That's crazy. My son. That nigga was streaming. He was streaming for like 3 days. Not no more. He done.
I saw what happened, but it's like.
Nah, he done.
There's always a few.
Nah, he ain't coming back. Nah, he ain't coming back. No, he ain't coming back. It's streaming ain't for everybody.
No, kick is the least strict one.
Huh.
But you can't do nudity and you can't like beat them.
Last week, Raja Jackson came close to seriously injuring a fellow wrestler in the ring. Despite that, no arrest has been made. Instead, the focus has turned to his father, Rampage Jackson, who is now facing heavy criticism. On his live streams, Rampage has shown clear frustration whenever fans bring up what happened with Psycho Stu.
I'm Rampage's biggest fan.
What's up with the Rogers?
Who is Rampage? He's like a
on, bro.
This boy getting
Come on.
clout by dudes tonight than girls.
Hey, respectfully.
You're right. 100%.
No handshake on that.
All right, respect.
I'm a dad. Respectfully.
I know. That's what.
Respectfully.
100%.
I'm dealing with this shit. I'm dealing with this shit.
Is a thumb board.
100%, man. Respect, man. Bro, that's why I said I apologize for even coming up. You
can't make me wrong.
I apologize for even coming up to you that way.
I'm getting a lot of racist threats. Coming up to me, come on. I'm getting a lot of racist threats. Motherfucker talking about killing me and my whole family, nigga. Over something my son did, I ain't got nothing to do with. I'm telling you, drop this.
He a slider.
Hey, bro, drop it, bro, drop it.
Hey.
Put my number in your
No, no. I'm just telling you.
Hey, we do some comedy.
No.
What type of interviews you running?
My apologies.
I'm sorry about that.
Hey,
move on. Goof ass, man.
Popular influencer and boxer KSI has also spoken out about the Raja Jackson controversy. He admitted that at first he wasn't sure what to think. When he saw the clip, he thought it might have been part of the show, since wrestling often features extreme stunts and weapons. But after watching Raja continue to punch an opponent who was already knocked out, KSI realized it wasn't an act. He mentioned hearing that someone had thrown a can at Raja earlier and that an apology was made, but he stressed that nothing justified Raja losing control. In his words, the whole incident was a terrible look for Raja.
What's on the Rampage Jackson situation with Raja Jackson and the wrestler?
The Raja thing. Yeah, that, man. I couldn't tell if it was real when I first saw it. Because you know how sometimes in wrestling, they like to do some stuff hardcore. Like whether it's barbed wire or, getting hit with things. But, I saw it. He was just getting punched repeatedly while the guy was unconscious. So I was like, is this a bit? And, I think I saw clips of beforehand where the guy or one of the guys was saying, you got to get your receipt on this guy because he hit him with a can or he hit Raja with a can. But then I saw that they apologized. So I was like, I'm very confused. And then come to find out that, he just lost control. So, not a good look. Not a good look at all.
Chael Sonnen also weighed in on the situation, saying the legal outcome depends on how Sympathy chooses to frame it. According to Sonnen, Stu did appear to be truly unconscious, but the key question is whether he'll admit it was real or say it was all part of the show. Sonnen pointed out that this leaves Stu in a tough position. If he claims it was staged, it could hurt his credibility and even risk his future in professional wrestling.
Get into the eye or mind of the DA or a potential juror. You're going to have no ability to do that if you don't understand emotion versus action, right? The action is supposed to look like he's punching him. The action is supposed to look like he turns him in a 180 and slams him down on the back of his head. So then, where you cross that already blurred line, right, which professional wrestling is already the blurred line. Where you cross that is where Jackson actually gets angry. The rest of it, from a physicality and an appearance standpoint, is what you're supposed to do. And sometimes some shots get through. One of the most famous ones that you guys would have seen was Braun Strowman. Brock Lesnar trusted Braun. Braun did a move that was too hard. Brock responded with a real-life punch.
Chael Sonnen surprised people by insisting Raja Jackson's attack was part of the script. He claimed Raja's entrance was planned as part of the storyline, with a double-leg takedown set up at the right moment. Sonnen even said Psycho Stu went along with it, allowing Raja to position him in the center of the ring. However, Sonnen explained that the move went wrong, with Stu hitting the back of his head and appearing briefly knocked out.
Raja get in the ring as part of a wrestling angle that was scripted and planned. You see Raja come in with his wits about him, waits for the right moment, picks up a double leg, just as it was planned. And he's doing this with Psycho Stu, and Psycho Stu is letting it play perfectly. Raja then turns him around so that when he brings him down, it's right in the center of the ring, which appears to be very clearly what they agreed and had planned to do. Now, the landing is not great. When Raja brings Psycho Stu down, it's not great. And Stu lands in a way and he hits the back of his head. And he looks as though he perhaps lost a level of consciousness right then.
Chael Sonnen also broke down Raja Jackson's punches. He noted that while they didn't look like the usual stage shots, they didn't seem overly aggressive at first either. Sonnen explained that Raja appeared to be following a set sequence in the middle of the ring, even throwing a punch that looked more like an MMA strike. But after that, Sonnen said things unraveled. Raja lost control, let his emotions take over, and started throwing real punches out of anger.
While they were very stiff shots, not what we would call a working shot, it did not appear that Raja had lost his temper. It did not appear that these were being done out of anger. As much as, all right, I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to spin you in a 180. I'm going to bring you down in the middle of the cage. Then just like a cage fight, I'm going to land a punch to either side. Whatever's supposed to happen after that. There was a couple of guys there, a referee, another wrestler, perhaps the boys step in. We'll never know. Because at this point, it appears that Raja marked out for his own gimmick and really begins laying some shots in, but those shots are done out of anger.
Big John McCarthy also shared his thoughts, saying the real sympathy should go to Rampage Jackson, not Raja. He explained that Quinton is just a father caught in a painful situation, loving his son but having to watch him make terrible decisions. McCarthy called it heartbreaking to see any parent go through something so serious, especially when it's the last thing Quinton would have wanted for his child.
But the problem is this. You're looking at it and people are, they're trying to give some type of, forgiveness because it's Quinton, not because it's Raja, because it's Quinton. It's Quinton Jackson that is the person that you've got to feel sorry for. Okay. In the fact that, he's hooked up in this when he's not the one that took part in this. And that's a sad thing because he's a father and he loves his son. And it's sad to see someone go through something of this magnitude when it's the last thing in the world you would have told your son to go through with.
Josh Thompson recalled that Raja Jackson later appeared at the wrestling event where, according to reports, the promoter actually gave him the go-ahead to get involved. Thompson said he heard Raja was told he could lift the opponent, slam him, and throw one shot before others would step in to stop it. But when Raja carried it out, no one intervened. Thompson argued that if this account is true, the promoter should have made sure the wrestlers were ready to step in and control the situation.
Raja shows up at the wrestling match later. The promoter apparently tells him that, hey, you can go ahead and go up in there, pick him up, slam him, go ahead and lay a shot on him, and then someone's going to jump in and break it up. Well, that's what the reports are. And I haven't heard the video or the audio of that. I've heard everything else, people talking about it, but I heard it was okayed by the promoter that he was allowed to go in there, slam him, jump on him, and then hit him. And then when he did that, people would come in and break it up. Well, no one came in to break it up.
No.
So there's for me, there is that, the fact that like the promoter should have had all these wrestlers better